Hello, welcome to Buzzin' with Cousin Talk. I'm here at 554 Lighthouse Avenue with a good friend of mine, Kim Lawson. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Good morning.
Great
Good to have you here.
Great to see you. Been
nice
a while.
to see you again.
With this pandemic, we were just hiding out. And so, Kim, you're here. We're here at your store called Fashion Trade. It's a really great, cool store. It's got really some unique clothing. It's for men and women, and I love it. I mean, it's great. But before we talk about your store, I want to talk about you. Where'd you grow up, and are you from Monterey or?
Well, technically, but I actually was born in Saigon, Vietnam, so that kind of dates me. I was born during the Vietnam War, and our family came over here, and we moved to Castroville about before I was a year old. So we lived out there for a bit, but mostly a Salinas resident most of my life. Come and gone different places. I've lived out of state. I've lived in Texas. I've lived in Washington, Virginia, Colorado. So I've been to quite a few places, but I call Salinas, Monterey County my home.
Yeah, so now this is your home. You're not going anywhere.
I'm here.
But I'd like to tell all our viewers that Kim is a veteran. And thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. And so is Mr. Cousins. Thank you for your service too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So Kim, I've known you probably 10, 11 years, something like that, give or take. And we met through a mutual friend of ours, Mark Paulus. He's deceased now, but he's a hell of a man. And anyway, we met, and ever since I met you and talked to you, you always have a project going on. Like, Kim, what are you doing? And, well, I got this, I got that going on. So you're a community servant. I mean, you help people out, you do fundraisers, you're involved in a lot of things, and most recently, you are now the president of the Steinbeck Rotary Club.
Well, don't speed it up. Actually, July 1st will be my first official day, but yes.
So we call that Steinbeck Rotary President-elect.
That's correct. That is accurate.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I know that that's a great organization, and they do a lot for the community here and all over the United States. So in the last few years, or since this pandemic, you've had some promotions and fundraisers. Can you name a few that you've done and a few that you're gonna do?
Oh, sure. In the past, well, you and I have been involved in some fundraisers, so we always think you're a community servant as well. But we did the Spadero one. I think that was one of our signature ones. We were always together at.
Spadaro Hospitality.
That's correct. Yeah. We were involved in the Lions, you and I.
Lions.
I helped out with the Honor Our Fallen, just different ones. And of course, with my Steinbeck Rotary Club, we've done a whole bunch. So I was the, prior to becoming president-elect, I was the community service chair. So some of our signature projects were, we give out thousands of dollars in scholarships with high school students to give them an opportunity to go continue their education, and it's not necessarily grade point average based. It's on the criteria. So we try to get the gaps of students that are to make sure not just the 4.5 students are getting in, but actually giving people an opportunity to go to college.
Great organization.
Thank you.
It's just that's so valuable in the community. And okay, so how did the pandemic treat you?
Gosh. Well, I think, just like everybody else, we've had our struggles. We have all had to adjust in life and be more dynamic. So as far as starting a business during the pandemic, I actually acquired this business, probably about 4 to 5 months prior to the pandemic, without any clue that something like this catastrophic could happen.
Yeah.
But it's been an existing business for going now on 10 years. So I
Yeah.
was in good hands with the prior owners. They were very supportive, and their clientele, the customers and everything. So yeah, I mean that was really, really tough. Didn't receive any grants
Yeah, it was a tough one, yeah.
yeah, but you know, other than that, I mean, I think we just all have to bond together and
Yeah,
help each other. Did a lot of collaborations and trying to find out the needs, you know, of different people and seeing what we can do to strengthen each other and help each other.
beautiful. I noticed here, I'm impressed by Lighthouse Avenue. I mean, you know, you guys have been on Lighthouse a million times, but notice all the great businesses that are on Lighthouse, shops, businesses. I mean, there's a lot of hustle and bustle down here. I mean, Kim's got Fashion Trade right here, Salvation Army down across the street. You got a couple of, you got Sakura here, the restaurant. You've got a international like deli. We got Tutto Bono, our friends at
Yes.
Tutto Bono. You got Hula's down the street. I mean, it's a great area, and you're starting to get not only locals, but a couple of tourists are starting to take the walk down from Cannery Row and come up. So, Fashion Trade. So, tell us about Fashion Trade.
Well, Fashion Trade, I used to shop here, and that's how I became acquainted with this area. I became friends with the owner
Yeah.
and shopped here for a couple years, and her and I used to go on walks sometimes and whatnot. So one day I came in, and I hadn't been in for a while, and I saw everything was on sale. So,
Wow.
and I said, "What's going on? It looks like
Yeah.
you're closing down." And she said, "I am."
Oh.
And I just said, "No." First thought, I thought,
Yeah.
"No, I'm going to miss you. Don't go."
Yeah.
And then I said, "You know, let's talk. I
Yeah,
would love to."
I want it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my profession is behavior therapy, so
Yeah.
I've done that a number of years, and I thought I was ready for a transition in life, and I really liked how she kept the operation going, and it was just a really friendly customer service. Like, you felt like you just were amongst friends when you came here.
Well,
So
you're keeping the tradition going because
thanks.
that's how you treat people.
Yeah.
And I noticed I've been driving up this block for years, and I always, you can't miss the store. The sign is unique, and the color of the building is unique, and you just always kind of gravitate,
Uh-huh.
even before you got at
Yeah.
this place. You gravitate to this place. So you're a consignment, right? Everything is consignment.
We do consignment, we do some buying, and we also do store credit, and that's pretty much the ways that we acquire
Yeah.
our awesome clothing.
You know,
and-
when you were getting ready to come, setting up, I was wandering around the store, and you really got some unique clothing. I mean, you don't see it all over. So any ladies and men out there, take a walk. When you go for your walk, maybe you're gonna go grab something to eat or something on Lighthouse. Pop into Fashion Trade. Pop in and check everything out. And since the last time I was here, you have men's stuff now.
I do. I have expanded the men's department now.
I see a couple of Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts, concert t-shirts, designer wear. Men like you like to dress up nicely, and so we need to accommodate.
Yeah, that's really, and there's a lot of support with the, they call it the Lighthouse, community?
It's the Lighthouse Business District.
Okay.
And yes, they've been a lifeline to us. I think all of us business owners, most of us down the street, if people don't know, a lot of us are owner operated. Some of us don't even have any employees. It's just ourselves. And then the others, they actually are part of that operation and working and taking the time to be a part of growing their business. And so during the pandemic, many of us, we'd call each other and keep in touch. How are you doing? It's unfortunate some of the people have actually gone out of business during this time. Other new ones have popped up, but You know, we just have to really reach out to each other.
Everybody's
It makes a difference.
everybody is supporting everybody, and yeah. So
And yeah, in the Lighthouse Business District in particular, I mean, they're always accessible to us. They try to help us do our ads, anything we need, any
do
kind
they
of
come
information.
around? They're walking around, and
Yeah, so before the pandemic, they were visible.
it's not just a guy behind the curtain.
Well, it's some of their marketing people.
strings.
we do have board meetings that are available to us.
Yeah.
I've talked to Rick Johnson, who's a member of the head of
old
it.
Monterey, Rick Johnson from the old Monterey.
Yeah, and so he also
He's
is.
involved here too.
He's involved here, and I know I was stressing out about disaster relief funds and if we were going to close down. So he was actually a good resource
he's,
helping us
really
out
done
too.
Speaking of Rick Johnson, he's done a great job with old Monterey, Alvarado Street area.
Definitely.
I mean, I remember in fact, I talked to him. I went to the farmers market, which is picked up. I mean, it's really great now. It's almost all the way down 2 blocks. They haven't brought any food or any music in, but they've got everything out. So I ran into Rick Johnson, and he's going to be a guest.
Oh,
on the show.
good.
And I complimented him because when we were growing up, back in the day there, all the shopping center was all new.
Uh-huh.
You know, we never had a shopping center. Everything was downtown. You bought shoes, you went downtown. You bought clothes, you went downtown to Bachelor Shop or whatever. And then all these businesses started moving to different areas, shopping centers. Alvarado Street was deserted.
Oh, really?
It was, I mean, deserted.
Can you place what year that was?
Oh, I would say 76 or something. And maybe a little later. And then things started popping up. And then Rick Johnson was instrumental in reviving it, in my opinion, because I don't know if he started it, but he, coordinates the farmers market, bringing people in. Plumes came in, different venues came in, and they revived. So anyway, my hat's off to Mr. Johnson.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So Kim, before I let you go, anything coming up? Any fundraisers or
Oh
anything?
my
that you're-
goodness. So many.
Well, don't rack your brain, but if you can't think of it, make sure you post it on Buzzin' with Cousin site.
Definitely.
Let us know what's happening, because you always have some really good fundraisers. Not only are they fun, they're go to a good cause.
Thank you.
So Kim, before I let you go, is there anything else that you want to add to? Anything you want to add? Or
I mean, I could list some of those fundraisers that are coming up. I know
Okay.
we were in a
go
pause
ahead.
during the pandemic. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the signature fundraisers that Steinbeck Rotary Club had done, nobody could do anything, and we even postponed it until 2022, a lot of those
Okay,
things.
so we got it. All
But
right.
yeah, I mean, some of the things that we're involved in is the Sea Otter Classic, so we definitely need
Oh,
volunteers
yeah.
for that. That's a fun one.
Sea Otter Classic.
And
yeah.
so get this, you actually get to come out and pour beer with us with Sierra Nevada.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
we
great.
do the Salvation Army, which is, we take about a month and a half to volunteer for that, to
Yeah.
help them out at Christmas time. So we actually
Yeah.
will go in and provide the manpower to bell ring, and we raise a couple
Yeah.
$1,000s for them every year. Our signature event is the Home Brew Fest, where we're able to feature some, we had about 50 to 60 home brewers.
Really?
So people that are starting off, learning how to make beer and things
Wow.
like that, and actually maybe it will cross over into that profession and open their own brewery. We get to feature them at our events, so they come out and people will join us. We had about 1,000 people
Is
there.
that
last night.
downtown Salinas? or
Yeah, so
Laguna Seca?
We used to have it at the Old Town Salinas, but it's expanded so much that we have it at the sports complex now. So that's on the
okay.
docket. Yeah, a
I
lot
think
of
I
exciting
remember
things.
I went to one. I remember I saw you.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I think you poured me a beer.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right. Doing my
I
job.
had a designated driver too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. So, yeah, I mean, as far as everything goes, I mean, I just know, like, one of the things that the premise of the store or anything I do, you know, we need to look out for each other
Yeah.
during this time. And, you know, you and I check on each other
Yeah,
from time
we
to
chat.
time. We don't see each other every day, but, you know, every couple
Yeah,
months.
every
it's,
couple months.
hey,
or a
you
week
doing
or-
okay? And do you need anything? And I appreciate that. And I think just as a community, these little things that we do,
Yeah.
even my shop, people come in and we check on each other and help each other, and we actually get involved in each other's lives. So just
That's
making the
way.
world a smaller place
That's,
like that. And
Also, that's the Monterey Peninsula for you.
that's
Everybody-
right.
That's just how everybody is here.
Yeah.
And what's your hours, and how does somebody get a hold of the fashion trade?
Well, my cell phone's on the door. I'm on Instagram a lot. You
Yeah.
know, I was forced to try to learn that aspect of the business, but the best place to reach me is on Instagram. Send me a message. I love to do personal shopping for people.
Yeah, okay, sounds great.
My hours are more expansive now, Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, we don't open till about noon,
No.
but that gives me wiggle room to stay. I'll say 5:30, but I'm here
Yeah.
like last night. I was here till 8. So yeah, I'm just when people are still coming in, I love to see them.
Yeah, so everybody out there, take advantage of Lighthouse businesses. Take a walk,
Yes.
get something to eat, come in and say hello to Kim at Fashion Trade, and tell them Cousin sent you. Kim, I appreciate you coming on,
Appreciate you.
and we're looking forward to seeing you again.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming out.
Thank you.